Welcome hockey fans inside Lofberg's Arena in Karlstad, Sweden, as we get set for tonight's matchup featuring Färjestad and Skellefteå in Game 3. And there he is between the pipes, number 31, Johnny Ordio, with a .984 save percentage in 2 games so far. And like I mentioned, not just Ordio, but also on the other side of the ice, that top line of Moller, Lindstrom, and Lindholm. Very dangerous at the moment. Stefan Steen between the pipes had a .909 save percentage in the regular season. And after Lars Haugen didn't have much success between the pipes in games 1 and 2, Färjestad electing to give Steen a chance to see how he performs. As we are set to go for puck drop on the first period. Petterström lining up to take the face off, the captain, facing off against Johan Rhino.
Come on, boys, shove it.
Now we are underway. Great perspective there from the helmet cam of the referee as Skellefteå work this one right in. Delayed offside here for Skellefteå as they're forced to tag up, and Färjestad with some time and space from behind their own net will look to start out now. As this one gets played up the ice all the way into the offensive zone. No icing on the play as Johansson there to collect the puck, and now Nygaard trying to walk right out front, bouncing puck in the crease. That one's sent off the back of the net. And right away, Färjestad coming aggressive into this one, looking to open things up early in the first period as this one gets sent around the boards to the far corner. Now sent all the way back to the far blue line, and Virtanen forced back into his own zone now. Playing this one up to Millard, who plays it into the offensive zone. Ordio playing that one to Moller, as Moller will chip this one out to center ice. Lindstrom can't collect as he pursues his man into the offensive zone. Lindholm throwing a check in the corner, but this puck is moved back the other way. Morgan Ellis playing this one off the boards. Can't gain the blue line, however, as Axelsson controls in the neutral ice. He'll throw this over to Rasmus Asplund. Asplund into the offensive zone along the half boards. Wickstrand throwing a check against his man as Asplund plays this one back to the line to Axelsson. Dick Axelsson from the top of the circle lets that one go, and that hits the body deflects to the far corner. Asplund now playing this one, or trying to play it in low, not able to, as he sends it back to Morgan Ellis, who will fire this one in deep. And now working it back the other way is Berglund. Into the offensive zone along the right side. He'll flip this one right to Steen with his first test of the night. Not much of a test, however. Easily able to glove that one down and holds on for a stoppage with 1:40 elapsed here in the first frame. Färjestad fans on their feet, clapping and chanting, hoping their team can pull this series back within one. Face-off coming to the left of Steen. From the half boards now, as this one is played down low to the end boards. A couple bodies come together there. Now in the corner. This is going to be an interference call, and I believe it's going to go against Skellefteå. And so, early in this first frame, Färjestad will get a man advantage. In the regular season, Färjestad's power play was fantastic, 25% efficiency. Finished 3rd overall in the league in the regular season. On the other side of the ice, Skellefteå also with a great penalty kill, 83%, which also finished 3rd overall in the league. So 3rd best power play going up against the 3rd best penalty kill. As Färjestad with an early opportunity, a man up. Asplund lining up to take the face-off to the right of Ordio. And this one will be whistled dead, and I believe Färjestad Asplund will be waved out of the circle. We'll get a do-over. Now back to the line, Axelsson controlling, top of the circle. Axelsson coming away with it. He'll walk this one down low, trying to center out front, not able to. And now Asplund will play it to the corner to Dick Axelsson. Axelsson has that one poked away back to the line. And now back the other way, shorthanded opportunity into the offensive zone. It's Pettersson. And now he's taken off the puck. Axelsson with a good recovery there in his own zone as he'll control in his own end now. Axelsson slowly through the neutral ice. He'll gain center, sending this one up along the left side to Asplund. Asplund back to Wickstrand. Wickstrand. Now a backdoor pass out of the reach of its intended target as Skellefteå works it back the other way, short-handed into the offensive zone. He'll stop up, lets the shot go. Wingerly can't get that one on target. As Aslan takes it back in his own zone, Wickstrand able to block that Wingerly shot. And so Skellefteå with a good penalty kill so far. Not giving Färjestad anything at the moment with half the penalty elapsed. 60 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And this will be an icing call going against Färjestad. So this faceoff will come all the way back inside the Färjestad zone with just 57 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Just under 3 minutes elapsed here in the first frame as Färjestad struggling on the man advantage to get anything going at the moment. Rhino winding up against Pedersen. Adam Pedersen able to win that one. However, it's taken back by Alexander Johansson and sent below the net. From the inboards now, he'll look to start out. Virtanen dropping for Rhino. Rhino through the neutral ice. He'll gain center. Now the blue line along the left side. Rhino along the half boards. Playing this one down low around to his captain Johansson. Now to Nygaard. Nygaard back to Rhino. Rhino from the half boards. Now to the top of the circle. Poked away from him. Pontus Petterström moving that one up the ice. And Linus Lindstrom will send it the length of the ice with just 20 seconds remaining. Nygaard collecting in his own zone, forced to send this one back along the inboards. One last rush up the ice potentially here for Färjestad if they're able to. No, they won't be able to as they've got just 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage as Virtanen sends this one cross ice to Nielsen. Nielsen all alone into the offensive zone, making moves. Coming to the half boards now. We're back to 5-on-5 action as this one finds its way cross ice. Sharp angle attempt right on, steered aside by Ordio, taken back at the top of the circle. From the half boards, he'll play this one down low. Below the net, back to the top of the circle, fanning on the shot as that one just stood up on him. Eriksson couldn't get a good shot away as Skellefteå work it back the other direction. And now a huge check in the offensive zone as Wingerly gets run over. Mark Kadich controlling from behind his own net now. Koska through the neutral ice with speed. He'll play this over to Moller. Moller playing it back to Lindholm. Top line of Skellefteå out there on the ice. Always dangerous. Lindholm taking off the puck hard. Good play there by Wickstrand as he recovers behind his own net. Michael Wickstrand now controlling. Will lift this one out to neutral ice. Taken back by Skellefteå in the neutral zone. Lindholm playing this one back to his defenseman. Kadich in his own corner trying to play this one up to the blue line. He's able to as this one finds its way all the way back into the Färjestad end. Cross ice pass to Millard. Now an opportunity out front. Skellefteå take it back. Virtanen controlling in the neutral ice. Now Asplund back to Virtanen. Virtanen playing this one up to Axelsson. He backpedals and sends it cross ice back to Virtanen. This one into the offensive zone, swept in deep. Jonathan Pudas collecting along his own endboards. Now Skellefteå back the other way, but Holloway can't settle down that bouncing puck as Millard takes it back, sends it around the boards all the way to the far corner. Virtanen first to arrive. Sending it back to the opposite corner, and Zetterlund will control now. And he'll play this one to Millard behind the net and goes for a change. Millard behind his own net, looking to start out now. Up to Eriksson. Eriksson playing this one up, and Nygaard bangs it in. Two number 61s come together as Rhino's able to free that puck up. However, Skellefteå work it back the other way. Look out, Olofsson knocked off the puck there as Alexander Johansson will play this one up to the far blue line. Way up in the air, drops in front of one of the Skellefteå players who are able to play this one up to Olofsson. Olofsson into the offensive zone, poked away from him. Following up on the play is Hedda. Henrik Hedda takes a hard check along the inboards. And Eriksson able to take it back in his own zone as he plays this one up to the half boards. And now back the other way. Färjestad will work it through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Still with possession of the puck is Aslan with the sharp angle shot wide of the net all the way back to Linus Johansson at the line as he'll play this one in deep. Koska playing this one to Kadich. Couldn't quite control as Aslan is first to arrive at the puck. Now plays this one to Morgan Ellis. Ellis at the bottom of the circle, centering pass harmlessly through the slot over to Wickstrand. Now back to the line. Wickstrand, cross ice pass over to Ellis. Morgan Ellis looking for the backdoor pass. And Johnny Ordio holds on for the stoppage. as neither goaltender really has been tested all that much so far in this first period. Still waiting, and there you see the big hit right on Andreas Wingerli. Is this game already very physical? But like I mentioned, neither goaltender really tested so far, neither team with any great scoring opportunities. There you see Färjestad with 7 hits already in the first period, and Skellefteå with none. Part Lindholm coming away with it now. We'll play this one over to Lindstrom. Joakim Lindstrom through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Lindstrom lets a shot go. That one far side and wide. Lindholm playing this one back to the line. That long shot finds its way in front of the net, but intercepted before it made its way on target. And Joakim Lindstrom, number 10 for Skellefteå, arguably one of the best wrist shots in the league. If he gets a clean look at the net, it's a good bet it's going to find the back of it, as he is always dangerous when he's got the puck on his stick in the offensive zone. Late season acquisition there, number 4, Färjestad. Morgan Ellis, of course, coming over from Skellefteå as he faces off against his former teammates. He also likes to play physical and is usually in the scrum after the whistle if he's on the ice. Now Bud Holloway turning away from a check. He'll send this one into the far corner, hustling over as Lindstrom can't collect. However, as Färjestad work it back the other way, Axelsson into the offensive zone. We'll play this one down to the half boards. Now back to the line to Axelsson. Axelsson winds up, fakes the shot. Now takes the shot. That one hits a skate out front, doesn't find its way on target. Can't glove that one out of the air as it's sent all the way back into the Färjestad end. Färjestad from behind their own net will look to start out. Jesse Virtanen turned back at the blue line. Play to Millard, who plays it back to him. Virtanen up the ice at center. Taken back by Skellefteå as Petterstrom will flip this one right onto Steen. Eagles that one aside, leaves there for Virtanen. And that was very close to too many men on the ice for Färjestad, but just avoiding it there. As this puck finds its way along the end boards, Wingerli coming away with it as he'll cut back up to the half boards, now plays it down low. Back to the line to Putis. Jonathan Putis, cross-ice pass to his defensive partner, will fire this one purposely wide off the end boards, out the other side. And Färjestad retake possession in the offensive zone as this one is poked out to center, but Skellefteå take it back. Softly off the boards as Wingerli will play this one into the offensive zone, not very deep as Nygaard takes it back. However, Moeller intercepts, and now Lindholm pursuing, can't get it back in the offensive zone. Stretch pass up the ice. Swept wide of the net, and this will be an icing with 10:53 remaining here in the first frame. Face-off coming back into the Färjestad end. This one coming to the right of Stefan Steen as Lindholm facing off against Rhino. Rhino able to win this one back to his own end boards. Oscar Moeller pressuring to get it back. However, Nygaard's able to take it and send it off the glass out into the Skellefteå zone. Lindstrom up to Moeller. Moeller back to Lindstrom. Nice little give and go into the offensive zone. Lindstrom gets stood up in the offensive zone. Takes a hard check there. Färjestad move it back the other way. Nielsen into the offensive zone. He'll stop up along the half boards. Back to the line with the one-time attempt. That one hits a body and deflects to the corner. And now Moeller will play this one up along the boards. Färjestad trying to take it back. Forced out to neutral ice. Lindstrom and Nielsen battling for it. The two number 10s as Aslan works it back into the offensive zone. From the corner now, Aslan works it back out to the blue line as Nielsen will fire this one in deep. Johansson coming away with it behind the net. Johansson being tied up with Aslan as he moves it to the half boards. Now Aslan back to the line. Nielsen making moves, moving it to Wickstrand at the circle. Wickstrand with the shot off the side of the net. As the lefty will lift this one down the ice. Morgan Ellis coming away with it in his own zone. Ellis from behind his own net will look to start out now as he'll play this one off the boards out to neutral ice. Soderlund can't control as Asplund into the offensive zone. Turn back to the corner as he's takes a check into the boards. Asplund gets tripped up, and now we've got another power play upcoming here to Färjestad. And we'll have a chance now to take a look at some stats so far in this one. And there you see, like I had mentioned, neither goaltender really tested at all, as both teams just 2 shots on net so far through the first 10 and a half, 11 minutes in this one. Missed shot 1 apiece, hits 9-1. And there you see Färjestad playing very physical in this one. And just maybe trying to change things up to energize their team compared to the first 2 games, as they've been throwing their weight around. 4-3 faceoffs in favor of Färjestad. 1 power play opportunity, soon to be 2 for Färjestad. No power play shots, however, as Skellefteå with a great penalty kill earlier in the period. I'll look to replicate that here coming up in the next 2 minutes. Taking a look at the other game going on at the moment. It is also locked at a scoreless tie at the moment, as Frölunda and Malmö about halfway through the first period. Still waiting for the opening goal. And there you see Lindgren taking down his man in the corner. Will get whistled for tripping. And Färjestad will get a man advantage, their second opportunity of the evening. Johan Rhino lining up to take the face-off to the right of Johnny Ordio. Nygaard playing this one back to Virtanen, who will pinch down low. Now Skellefteå take it back, short-handed back the other way. Rhino has to hustle to catch up. This is carried into the offensive zone by Johan Alm, taking off the puck, however, as Färjestad from behind their own net now will look to start out. Up to Nielsen. Nielsen into the offensive zone. Drop pass to Rhino. Rhino back to Nielsen. Nielsen to Nygaard with a nice little play out of the air there. Back to the line of Virtanen. Virtanen down to the half-boards. Zetterlund down low for Nielsen. Nielsen back to Zetterlund. Zetterlund looking for the centering pass, but a good stick breaks up that opportunity, and Skellefteå will send it back the length of the ice. Johan Rhino pestered by Linus Lindstrom there. Getting it back in his own corner now. Now Dick Axelsson. Being pestered by Andreas Wingerly, who's doing a great job here keeping Färjestad in their own zone. Saw him doing that in the previous penalty kill as well. As Wingerly, a real thorn in the side of Färjestad at the moment. All the way around the boards, flanked by Aslan. Aslan back to the line. Axelsson quickly over, and then back to Axelsson. Axelsson winds up, doesn't take the shot. Back to Axelsson once again. Along the half boards now. Back to the line to Wickstrand. 27 seconds remaining. He rings that one off the crossbar. As Wickstrand finds iron on the man advantage. 7:58 remaining here in the first frame. Off the top of the crossbar, I believe that was untouched. Oh no, it looks like Ordio just got a piece of it with his glove. And so this faceoff will stay inside the offensive zone for Färjestad. Clean win back to Axelsson, over to Wickstrand. Wickstrand from the top of the slot. Not able to get that shot on target, as this one will be thrown cross ice. And now forced back out to neutral ice as Wickstrand controls. Now back the other way. Into the offensive zone is Rasmus Asplund. Back to Axelsson. Axelsson moving to the slot. Backhanded attempt. And now back the other way. Short-handed. Just poked away from him. Good play there from Wickstrand as Henriqueta looked to move in all alone. Back to 5-on-5 action now. Lindgren out of the box with 7:23 remaining here in the first frame. Scoreless tie remains intact. From the corner, Eriksson will look to start out now. Sebastian Eriksson up along the left side. This one will be swept in by Rydahl. Kadic from behind his own net, playing this one up to the line and out to neutral ice. Off the boards and back into the Skellefteå zone. That'll be an icing call going against Färjestad with 6:55 remaining here in the first period. So this face-off will come all the way back inside the Färjestad zone. And there you see Joakim Lindstrom, 3 goals and 1 assist. Par Lindholm with 4 assists. And Oscar Moeller with a goal and an assist. 10 points between the 3 of them in the first 2 games. And like I had mentioned, 4 of their 8 goals scored by that line. As Färjestad look to work this one back the other way. Kilgane center flips this one in deep. Steen taking off the puck as this one will be sent to the half boards. chopped off the glass back to the line, and a heavy check thrown there as this puck is forced out to neutral ice and back into the Färjestad end. Jesse Virtanen controlling now. Cross ice pass up to Nygaard. Nygaard into the offensive zone. From the inboards. Nygaard still controlling. And now Färjestad take it back. Johan Rhino throwing this one back into the offensive zone, but it's intercepted as the lefty will work it back the other way. He'll poke this one to the corner to to the line to Soderlund, who works it into the offensive zone. Now Tim Soderlund lets the shot go and he scores. Tim Soderlund doing it all alone as he finds the back of the net, and the lefty who take the 1-0 lead. As nobody picked up Soderlund into the offensive zone. There was 3 Färjestad players there, and he walked around all of them. Tim Soderlund with his second of the playoffs gives the lefty the 1-0 lead here in the first frame. And certainly not the start that Färjestad wanted. And watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4 Färjestad players there, and gets in front of 3 of them. One of them tried to poke check it away from him, but a great individual effort here from Soderlund as he rips that one home. Lefty controlling in the offensive zone here as Bud Holloway will play this one in deep. And now the key to the game now for Färjestad is don't allow another quick one here for Skellefteå. As Färjestad obviously playing with a bit of desperation. Really don't want to go down by a couple early on. Along the inboards, Morgan Ellis controlling. He'll play it to Wickstrand. Playing this one up the ice. Now Skellefteå controlling. Jonathan Pudas now is on the blue line. Will play back to his defensive partner, who plays it back to him. Up the ice, Jesper Olofsson into the offensive zone. Long shot right on. Stefan Steen able to steer that one aside. Wickstrand controlling along his own inboards as he'll fire this one the length of the ice. No icing on the play, however, or there will be an icing on the play. And the Färjestad fans reacting to that one as Fabian Zetterlund looked like he beat that out. But Johan Elm there to touch up, and with less than 5 minutes to play, this faceoff will come all the way back in the Färjestad zone. You can hear the Färjestad fans still reacting to that call. Face-off coming to the left of Steen. Linesman having a discussion with the 2 face-off players. Wingerly taking the face-off for Skellefteå. Asplund, however, able to win it back. Now Tim Soderlund can't control as Färjestad look to work it back the other way. Axelsson with the cross-ice pass through center. This one will be flipped in. Wingerly there to collect in his own zone. Now back the other way. Skellefteå. Soderlund. Drop pass along the half boards is Wingerly. As he'll fire that one into the empty corner. Skellefteå taking it back at neutral ice. Into the offensive zone is Berglund. She'll play it into the corner for Lindstrom. Over to Lindholm. Par Lindholm playing this one back to the line. Able to just hold that one in as Berglund. Big rebound off the end boards right out front. As Färjestad work it back the other way through the neutral ice, it's Gustav Rydahl. Drop pass for Stefan Steen with the shot that hits the body, and Steen takes a heavy check from Joakim Lindstrom, who has already been ejected from 1 game so far. And Joakim Lindstrom not popular with the Färjestad players or the fans. As if you remember in game 1, he took out, I believe it was Fabian Zetterlund with a high cross check. As this one gets played back in deep. In the corner now, Färjestad trying to work it back the other way. Alexander Johansson cross-ice pass intercepted by Pudas in his own zone. Up to center, but no further as Millard will play it in, but this will be whistled offside on Färjestad. And didn't quite catch the check here. Let's take a look. And that is not a great hit from Lindstrom, as like I had mentioned, he's already gotten in trouble. Oh, and from that angle, actually, it looks like it might be shoulder to shoulder. Let's see if we can get a better look at it here. Steen lets the shot go. Yeah, you know what? That looks shoulder to shoulder, but obviously a heavy check, a bit of a whiplash effect there on Steen. And from those two angles, that didn't look like it was a high hit. That first angle didn't look great, but those other two angles, it looked like a fairly clean shoulder to shoulder check. And that's from game one, when Lindstrom was shown the box, or was shown the tunnel early in the first period after, like I mentioned, that high cross check, which didn't result in a suspension for Lindstrom, which was a little bit surprising because he is a repeat offender. He was already suspended for 4 or 5 games, I believe, earlier in the season for a very dangerous hit along the boards, as this puck finds its way wide of the net. From the corner now, up to the half boards. Skellefteå will work it back the other way with less than 3 minutes to play in the first frame. This one will be flipped in deep. Cannon playing this one around the boards in the corner now. Färjestad forcing this one back behind the net. Coming away with it is Malart, as he'll fire this one off the boards up to the line, but not out, and now it gets chopped out to neutral ice. Färjestad playing this one back to Kadich, who will fire this one. Now Olofsson has to leave that one, as he would have been offside. Through the neutral ice is Aslan. He'll cut down low, stops up in the corner, blows a tire, however, as Skellefteå regain possession. This one will be flipped into the Färjestad zone. Wingerly there pursuing into the corner. Eriksson poking it into the corner now, as 4 players there looking for the puck. Eriksson coming away with it, taken back by Soderlund, as he'll play to Wingerly. Trying to play that one in deep, and now coming away with it is Hogström, as Eriksson will lift this one down the ice. Moller knocking it out of the air. Gets it back and retreats into his own zone. Lindgren back to Moller. Now intercepted, but poked back out to neutral ice. Soderlund with a nice little poke check. As he'll gain center, fires this one in and goes for a change. Steen around the boards up to Torngren. Torngren cross ice pass into the offensive zone now is Fogström. Fogström looking for the cross ice pass back to Torngren. He's able to collect now in the corner. Torngren looking for the centering pass out front, right all with a whack at it. Can't get it on target. Back to the line, not able to hold that one in, as Färjestad will be forced to clear the zone. Moller there trying to knock him off the puck, not able to, however, as this one will be sent cross ice to Weston, who fires this one into the far corner. Final minute of play here in the first period. Back to the line. That shot off a stick and up and over the glass for a stoppage, as this faceoff will come to the left of Ordio. 1-0, the score remains in favor of Skellefteå. Face-off in the offensive zone for Färjestad. Asplund lining up to take the face-off. Now waved out of the circle. Linus Lindstrom replaced by Jimmy Eriksson. Back to the line. Now Jonathan Pudas controlling in his own circle. Will play this one up to Lindstrom. Taken away from him as Asplund into the offensive zone. Steps around a check there, but taken off the puck as Holloway will play this one over to Pudas. At center, Färjestad taken back in their own zone now, as this one is sent cross ice along the right side, back into the Skellefteå zone, collected by Pudas as he'll start out from behind his own net. Playing this one off the boards up to center. But Holloway trying to feed that one into the middle of the ice, and a big check thrown there. Good shoulder-to-shoulder hit by Henrik Hedda as Skellefteå back the other way, and it's going to be an offside call with 13 seconds remaining. Now Hedda Hedda going after Eriksson. Eriksson giving him a face wash there. He's got a good grip on the visor of Henrik Hedda. But Hedda throwing a heavy check along the boards there. Good physical period so far. And a 1-0 lead for Skellefteå, who look to take a 3-game stranglehold lead on this series. You can hear the Färjestad fans booing and jeering every time they show Lindstrom on the camera. Face off in the neutral ice. Clean win back to center as Koska controls. Koska playing it to Olofsson, who will try to sweep that one in deep, takes a bounce off the boards, and Rhino moving it back the other way now. Johansson, cross-ice pass. And that'll do it for period number 1. Or no, we've got a penalty upcoming here. It's going to go against Olofsson with just 2 seconds remaining in the first period. Färjestad will have their third man advantage of the game. Olofsson, you see there, just gets his stick right in the middle of Johan Rhino's skates, trips him up, and will sit 4-2. And so negating a quick goal here to end the period. Färjestad will start the second period with almost a full man advantage. Asplund, and you see Rhino there poised to take the shot. Loading up in front of the net with the 3 Skellefteå players to try and block any attempt towards it. Now clean win back. Zetterlund, backdoor pass, can't get the shot away. Now he does. That one steered aside by Ordio at the buzzer. And now we've got some rough stuff after the whistle here, as Jonathan Putis going after one of the Färjestad players. That shot may be taken after the buzzer, and obviously no players like having shots taken after the whistle or the buzzer. Here you see just fans on the attempt, the initial one. And then Putis immediately goes after him. Taking a look now at some first period stats. My goodness, shots on goal 3-2 in favor of Skellefteå. I think that's the lowest shot total after one period I've seen all season, as neither team really getting much action towards the net. Skellefteå, of course, with the 1 goal coming courtesy Tim Soderlund. Missed shots 3-2 in favor of Färjestad. Hits 11-5 in favor of Färjestad, as they are playing very physical right now. Faceoffs 10-6 in favor of Färjestad. 3 power play opportunities, one of which only has 2 seconds elapsed. And so Färjestad will start the second period with almost a full man advantage. Get a little stiff waiting for some more action to come your way, as we're just about set to go. One last Färjestad player out of the tunnel there will make his way to the bench.
Yes. To it.
Petterstrom can't win this one back against Asplund, as Färjestad will control, and they'll retreat back into their own zone. Jesper Olofsson remains in the box for the next minute 45. As Färjestad into the offensive zone, they'll look to get set up. Asplund playing this one down to the corner. Now back to Asplund at the half boards. Cross-ice pass to the top of the circle. Axelsson back to Wickstrand with the shot. Rings that one off the post. And that's the second time Wickstrand has found iron here in this one, as he sent it off the crossbar earlier in the first period, and now Axelsson controlling at the top of the circle. Dick Axelsson to Wickstrand, can't find the one-timer, plays it over to Asplund. Asplund from the top of the circle, now down low. Back to Asplund, back to Wickstrand. Wickstrand, Asplund, cross-ice pass to Axelsson is poked back to the line, but Axelsson able to hold this one in. Axelsson doing a good job walking around Henrik Hedda as he'll play this one to the half boards, and now down low to Asplund, who will play it over to Asplund. Rasmus Asplund down to Asplund. And now backdoor pass, and fanning on the attempt was Dick Axelsson. And now all the way back out to neutral ice, as Färjestad doing much better on this man advantage than they have in the first 2. Still though, waiting for their first shot of the man advantage, as that one from Wickstrand off the post doesn't count as a shot on net. Asplund now controlling, centering this one out front, and that one is banged off the back of the net. Thought that one was in, but no, Asplund controlling, still in the offensive zone. He'll play this one into the corner, and now that one escapes him, finds its way on target anyways, as Ordio will glove that one out of the air and holds on for a stoppage with 26 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And that one just swept wide. Nygaard on the doorstep, couldn't get it on target. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Pedersen lining up against Rhino. Rhino with a clean win back to the line as Färjestad gets set up. Poked away from them, however, as a lefty will move this one back out to neutral ice. Morgan Ellis takes it back at center, sends this one cross ice. Nygaard into the offensive zone as that one taken away from him, as the lefty will fire this one down. And now Ellis in his own zone controlling. Morgan Ellis cross ice pass to his defensive partner, will play back to him now. Through the neutral ice, this one is feathered into the lefty's zone right onto Ordio. Berglund taking a hard check there from Johansson. And now we've got a penalty upcoming here. And it looks like it's going against the lefty. Like I mentioned, they really need to get a little bit more discipline here. Here you see a heavy hard check right to Johansson, and then Berglund wraps him up, pulls off the helmet, and that's what he's going to get the penalty for. Berglund obviously not a fan of that call, as he'll head to the box for two. Coach Stefan Clarker doesn't look too happy about that, as this faceoff will come to the right, and Färjestad will get another freshman advantage from the top of the circle. That shot wide of the net, and Skellefteå are able to sweep this one off the boards back out to the Färjestad zone, deep into it, however, or deep into it as well, as Steen plays this one to Wickstrand. Wickstrand drop pass there in his own zone for Axelsson, who will play this one up to Asplund. Asplund into the offensive zone. He'll fire this one in deep all the way around the boards to the far corner. Putis there, trying to work this one away from Aslan, but he's able to play it back to the line. Wickstrand controlling, down to Aslan. Aslan back to Wickstrand. Wickstrand walking down to the half boards. Got it, Axelsson, and at the top of the zone, plays it to Aslan behind the net. We'll play this one to Asplund. Asplund back to Axelsson. Axelsson back to Asplund. Top of the circle. He'll be forced back down low. Asplund now with some time and space will play back to Wickstrand as he switches up with Axelsson. Now Asplund with the shot. That deflects off a body, and now bouncing back out to the neutral ice, and now back the other way. Short-handed opportunity into the offensive zone. Shot right on, and he scores! Short-handed is number 33, Sebastian Olsson, giving Skellefteå the 2-0 lead. Rocket of a wrist shot from Sebastian Olsson for his first of the playoffs. And so some hope for Färjestad with back-to-back power play opportunities turns into a 2-goal lead for Skellefteå. Sebastian Olsson ripping that one top corner. As this one is played back into the Färjestad zone, and Virtanen controls now. You see Virtanen back the other way into the offensive zone. This one will be fired right onto Ordio, who blockers that one into the half boards. And now bouncy puck in front of the net, cleared away from by Ordio, as that one had to be careful with that, as the puck finds its way all the way back into the Färjestad end. As Virtanen controlling now. Through the neutral ice, Zetterlund into the offensive zone, making moves around his man. Zetterlund still with possession of the puck. Backdoor pass, shot right on. Ordio with the save. Big rebound out front. Ordio with a second save. Back to the line, but held in. Färjestad pressuring here. Johan Rhino controlling as he'll send this one cross ice. Top of the circle. Now from the dot, lets the shot go. Ordio with the right pad save. And now Nielsen coming away with it in the corner with 7 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Nielsen walking behind the net. Now trying to feed that one out front off the side of the net. Kadich able to come away with it. We're back to 5-on-5 action as Berglund steps out of the box. Virtanen playing this one into the corner. And now Koska coming away with it as he'll throw this one the length of the ice. This will be an icing call going against Skellefteå with 15:38 remaining in the second period. Back-to-back power play opportunities for Färjestad to start this second, but a short-handed goal from Sebastian Olsson, and Skellefteå on top by 2. There you see Johnny Ordio with a couple of nice saves there. Färjestad still not able to solve them. Scramble draw back to the line, pinching down low is Millard. Playing this one in along the end boards, all the way around to the opposite half boards. Morgan Ellis will play it down low to Steen. Steen helping it along to the corner to Rydal. Gustav Rydal playing it to Steen, who takes a check from behind, freed up for Berglund as he's checked hard into the corner boards. And now back to the line. Morgan Ellis lets the shot go, blocked out front. And there you see a great example of Skellefteå just getting in front of basically every opportunity for Färjestad. And this is an offside call against Färjestad, so this face-off will be in the neutral ice. Skellefteå controlling on the restart as this one will be played out to neutral ice and all the way back into the Färjestad end. There you see Färjestad with 5 shots on net already in the second period. More than doubling their shot total from the first in the first 4 or 5 minutes here. And now big rebound up front. Cleared away from danger as Johnny Ordio couldn't collect that one. Looked like he tried to, but got poked away from him. And now up along the left side, Skellefteå take it back in the neutral ice as this one will be fired in deep. Home. Can't get the puck back as Aslan will play it to Wickstrand. Wickstrand in his own zone, slowly out, playing this one up along the right side. As this one gets swept in deep, Ordio from behind the net. Fredrik Lindgren controlling now. Playing this one up to the blue line, intercepted by Sebastian Eriksson, but worked back by Jimmy Eriksson. Now into the offensive zone, Jimmy Eriksson all alone, and he scores! Jimmy Eriksson makes it 3-0 as Jens Weston blows a tire in his own zone and gives Eriksson the breakaway opportunity. And this is exactly what Färjestad did not want to happen, as they really have to stop the bleeding here. 3-0 the score for Skellefteå with just over 5 minutes remaining here in the second. And I wouldn't be surprised if head coach Johan Penneborn calls a timeout here. But this is just a product of circumstance as Weston on the back pedal trips up and just can't catch up with Eriksson as he's able to find the back of the net against Stefan Steen. And it'll be interesting to see whether or not Lars Haugen gets put in here for Färjestad. Some disappointed looking Färjestad fans there. And there's the juxtaposition of the Skellefteå fans as they are obviously very happy with their team's performance so far in this one. And there you see Lars Haugen put between the pipes for Färjestad after Steen gives up a couple quick ones. Morgan Ellis controlling at his own blue line. Over to his defensive partner. Back to Ellis. As this one will be played into the far corner, and there you see 2 goals for Skellefteå on 2 shots in this second period. Enriqueta can't come away with the puck as this one into the corner. Wickstrand takes out his man. Now Asplund back to Wickstrand. The ice into the offensive zone now is Zetterlund. Fabian Zetterlund taking off the puck as this one is poked to the corner. Now back to Jesper Olofsson as Olofsson can't play that one in deep. Axelsson coming away with it. That shot finds its way off the glove of Ordio and into the corner. Rhino back to the line to Millard. Millard with the one-time attempt, blocked out front, now back the other way. At center, he'll fire this one in right onto Haugen, who blockers it aside. This one gets tipped out to center and now thrown back into the offensive zone. Haugen stomps it up for his defenseman, who works it back the other way. Up along the left side into the offensive zone now. Sharp angle attempt, Ordio with the save. Wingerly gets tripped up along his own inboards, and now we've got a penalty upcoming here to Färjestad. And Skellefteå will get their first man advantage of the game and will look to go up by 4. And this game could get out of hand quickly here for Färjestad if Skellefteå is able to capitalize on this man advantage. Skellefteå's power play in the regular season, 6th overall at 20% efficiency. Färjestad's penalty kill, 8th overall at 81% efficiency. Wickstrand in his own corner, throws that one all the way down the ice, so a good start to the penalty kill for Färjestad. Jesse Virtanen sits for 2 for tripping, as Jonathan Pudas starts back the other way. Draw pass at his own blue line. Lindstrom into the offensive zone. Joakim Lindstrom as that top line of Lindholm. Moller with the shot right on. And Lindholm on the ice for this man advantage behind the net now. Wickstrand playing into the corner. Pinching down low is Kadich. Back to the line. Held in by Jonathan Pudas. Nice play there by Pudas as Lindholm has that one in his skates. Will play to Moller along the half boards. But Färjestad taking it back now, and now we've got a penalty upcoming here to Skellefteå. They'll take themselves off the man advantage with a trip. And I believe it's going to be Oscar Moller, yes, will sit for 2. So a bit of a break there for Färjestad. And we'll have some 4-on-4 for the next minute 19. .12:18 remaining here in the second frame. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. Skellefteå controlling off the face-off. Cross-ice pass from Berglund finds its way all the way down, and this will be an icing call going against Skellefteå. With a minute 10 remaining in 4-on-4 action, and then Färjestad will get a very brief 39-second man advantage. Clean win back, controlled in the corner by Skellefteå as Berglund plays this to his captain Petterström. Petterström back the other way along the left side. He'll flip this one right onto Haugen, who likes to hold on for the stoppage. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Lindholm facing off against Steen. Steen with the clean win back to the end boards. Now Eriksson coming away with it as he'll play this one up to Steen. Steen back the other way. Taking off the puck, however, as this one played all the way back into the Färjestad end by Steen as Haugen stops it up there for Eriksson, who plays it to his defensive partner in the corner. Out to the neutral ice, all the way back into the Skellefteå zone, collected by Berglund. Berglund out to neutral ice, now taken back by Lindgren. Lindgren over to Berglund. Berglund in the corner, and this one up along the left side. Now Skellefteå look to work it back the other way. Lindgren through the neutral ice, heel gain center into the offensive zone. That shot finds its way wide of the target. Now played in along the inboards. Weston controlling from behind his own net. Back the other way into the offensive zone is Rhino, as 4-on-4 is about to come to an end as Färjestad want to control here with their brief power play opportunity, and they will. Out of the box, they get set up in the zone. Morgan Ellis with the shot. That one finds its way on target. Ordio with the save as Johansson plays this one back to Rhino. Rhino cross-ice pass back to Virtanen with the shot right on. Ordio with the save. And that one is covered up, and now some rough stuff after the whistle. And as Johnny Ordio didn't look like he knew where that puck was. I think it was right between his legs, as there was a couple of Färjestad players, and it looked like they were trying to fish it out from behind him. Virtanen lets one fly from the line. And Ordio didn't really know where it was, but he just covers up and gets the whistle. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. 24 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Färjestad. Back to the line, Färjestad controlling. Ellis at the top of the circle lets the shot go. That one finds its way through. Ordio with the save. Rhino gets tackled to the ice in front of the net. Petterström going up against the big man, Johan Rhino, and it looks like both of them are going to go. And so we'll get some 4-on-3 action here for the next 19 seconds. As the linesmen want to keep this game in check. As emotions obviously running high at the moment. Färjestad a little bit frustrated here in the second period. We'll both sit for 2 for roughing, I would assume. Going after Putis as well. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Oh, my mistake. We'll stay 5-on-4. Aslan playing this one back to the line, but it's taken back and sent the length of the ice. Jesse Bertanen hustling back to his own zone to collect. And this will be an icing call going against Färjestad. And Bertanen throws Jonathan Putis into the inboards there and then tosses him to the ice. It doesn't look like there's a penalty upcoming here. Oh, maybe there is. Or maybe the referee just wants to have a discussion with him. But an obvious icing call, and this is exactly why they instituted the hybrid icing, was because players were getting hurt trying to chase down that puck. Because before hybrid icing was installed in leagues basically all around the world, it was the first player to touch the puck. And so you'd get a lot of races along the inboards, and that resulted in some pretty nasty injuries. And that's exactly the kind of play that they're trying to avoid with the hybrid icing. And so no penalty on the play. Bertanen stays on the ice, as does Putis. And now Färjestad work it back the other way. We're back to 5-on-5 action as Oscar Muller steps out of the box. Muller from in front of his own net will lift this one out to neutral ice all the way back into the Färjestad zone. Asplund. Shot steered aside by Ordio, easily there. Folkstrom can't take it back as Lindstrom moves this one to Lindholm. Lindholm at center will flip this one in deep. In the corner now, controlled by Asplund. Now Ellis coming away with it from behind the net. He'll play this one up to the half boards. And now Skellefteå trying to work it back into the offensive, or deep into the offensive zone. Olsen taking off the puck. Soderlund, a couple of goal scorers there for Skellefteå get taken off the puck, and Morgan Ellis is able to come away with it. Ellis with some time and space along his own end boards. We'll look for the outlet pass, cross ice pass, as this one gets poked in deep. Koska over to Kadich. Kadich firing this one up the ice to Olsen. Olsen lifting that one to Haugen, who plays it at the side of the nets, but with Olsen bearing down on him, he'll elect to hold on for the stoppage. Some more rough stuff after the whistle. Let's take a look now at some full game stats so far. Shots on goal, 11-6 for Färjestad, as they have registered 9 shots on net so far in this second period, as they finished the first with just 2 shots on net. Skellefteå doubling up their shot total, as they have 3 shots on net in this second period, 2 of which have found the back of the net. Missed shots 7-3 in favor of Färjestad, hits 12-6 in favor of Färjestad. Färjestad also dominating the faceoff circle, doubling up Skellefteå in that aspect, 20-10. 5 power play opportunities for Färjestad, 8 power play shots. No power play goals though. 1 power play for Skellefteå, no power play shots, as they took themselves off that power play opportunity fairly early. But like I said, Skellefteå needs to be more disciplined here. 5 power plays in the first 2.5, or first period and a half, I should say, is not a good way to win a hockey game, but Skellefteå find themselves on top 3-0 regardless. As one of those goals, of course, came short-handed. Other game going on right now, the Malmö Redhawks still with a 1-0 lead over the Frölunda Indians with just over 5 minutes remaining in that second period. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. As Lindgren will play this one in deep for Linus Lindstrom. Now Olofsson with the shot right on. And Haugen with the nice right pad save. Behind the net now, collected by Asland. And now he'll get tripped up, no call. Shot right on, Haugen with the save, rebound out front. Covered up by Haugen there. As this faceoff will come to his left with 8:49 remaining here in the second period. And Skellefteå certainly not taking their foot off the gas at the moment. They want more. Face off to the left of Haugen. Rydal will sweep this one in deep. Ordio from behind his own net, leaves it behind as Pudas will ring this one around the boards all the way back into the Färjestad end. Not enough for icing. Larry Millard controlling now. As Spolkstrom plays it back to him. Millard from behind his own net, playing this one up to Steen. Out to the neutral ice, taken back by Skellefteå. This one gets sent back into the Färjestad end. Not enough for icing. Vertanen coming away with it. And now to Steen. And this one is offside against Skellefteå. As Moeller tried to hold that one in. Looked like he kind of did, but just not able to, obviously. Färjestad fans still chanting, not giving up yet, as they shouldn't. 2-goal lead. With just over half a game to play, still able to make a comeback, of course. However, they're going to need to step up their game here. And they're going to need to make sure Skellefteå doesn't score another one, because a 4-goal lead, very large hole to dig themselves out of. From the half boards now, this one will get chopped to the corner. Asplund. Poke behind the net now. Lindholm working it back the other way. Lindholm into the offensive zone. For Lindquist with the shot, broken stick. As Moeller along the end boards, 1-on-3 battling here as he gets taken down. Asplund coming away with it. Rasmus Asplund now playing this one to Eriksson, as Eriksson will play this one off the boards up to the blue line. Now worked back the other way by Fabian Zetterlund. Fanning on that dump-in attempt, as this one will be played cross ice. And now Soderlund into the offensive zone. Tim Soderlund making moves, can't dance around the defenseman. Färjestad back the other way. Into the offensive zone, he'll move around the defenseman. Nygaard holding the stick there of Berglund, no call on the play. As Ellis plays this one down low for Berglund. Sharp angle attempt. No goal, they're saying. And now a fight out front as Berglund and Rhino go at it. They're going to review this one, however. Ref right there to wave it off. Sharp angle attempt, looked like it's almost squeaked through Ordio. Let's take a look here. That's on the line. The whistle is blown. I don't think that's going to count. It did not clear the line. And of course it needs, the entire puck needs to clear the line for it to count. Let's get the overhead look here. You'll see the puck at the bottom left of the net. Can't even see it there. And the whistle was blown before that one was poked in, as the referee immediately there to wave it off. Head coach Johan Penneborn is celebrating. I don't think this is going to count, though. And this, I think, is the best angle you can see. It sits right on the line. It definitely hasn't fully cleared the line as it's sitting right against the post. And it didn't look like it had fully cleared the goal line. Can't really see it from this angle, which usually provides the best one. And then you see Rhino and Berglund going at it after the whistle. And this one is taking a while to review, so obviously not a cut and dry call coming up here. And that right there, and from that perspective, that is sitting on the goal line. And there you see it's still, that's sitting on the goal line. That hasn't fully cleared the line before Johansson comes in and shoves it through. And this arena is going to erupt in a chorus of boos and jeers if this one is waved off. But from every angle we've seen, does not look like a goal, in my opinion. Referee still reviewing this one. Not too sure what else they can hope to see, as we've seen every possible angle. Long goal review here. The referee's still trying to decide whether or not this is a good goal for Färjestad. Like I said, from those angles we've seen, didn't look like it was. And we have a decision now. And I'd hate to be in the ref's position at the moment, because I don't think this is going to be a good goal. And Färjestad down 3-0 in their home arena. This is going to be a loud reaction one way or the other. And here we'll get the call. And they call that a good goal. So Färjestad bring it back within one, or bring it back within two. And here's an angle we haven't seen yet. You know why? Oof, that's tough. That's a hard one to call. Because the call isn't whether or not Johansson poked it by. The whistle had already blown. It's whether or not that puck had cleared the line before the whistle blows. And there you see the side-by-side reaction between a Färjestad and a Skellefteå fan. Färjestad fan happy, a Skellefteå fan says no. But either way, we're back underway here in the second period with 6:47 remaining. Skellefteå on top by a pair. And Nygaard's going to get credit for that one, as this one will be played off the boards. And now from the circle, that one knocked out of the air by Nygaard. Nygaard, sharp angle attempt. He'll run over Ordio, and we'll get a whistle here. As Ordio gets run over, this faceoff will come out to the neutral ice. That's whistled dead on the goaltender interference. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Next goal in this one is going to be very important. It'll either bring Färjestad back within 1 or it'll put Skellefteå back on top by 3. Still lots of time to play here in the second period, however. As this one gets played back out to the neutral ice, Färjestad controlling. Bertanen playing that one over. And now Lindholm into the offensive zone. And now trying to spring him on the breakaway was Dick Axelsson, but couldn't get it to him. And now a big rebound out front, cleared away from danger by far Lindholm. Lindholm now out to the neutral ice. He'll play this one over to Oscar Moller. Moller into the offensive zone along the left side. He'll sweep this one in deep off the back of the net there, collected by Millard. Moller, though, able to move it to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to the line. Koska or Kadich with the shot, hits a body out front. Now played down low to Lindstrom. Joakim Lindstrom. And now Koska with the shot right on, steered aside. And now Kadich with a turnaround shot, that one wide of the net. As this one will get kicked up to Zetterlund along the half boards. Zetterlund controlling as he'll play this one down low. Gets interfered with by the broken stick. Center right out front for Lindholm, and he couldn't make contact with it. And now back the other way, Färjestad controls. Aslan drop pass for Zetterlund. Zetterlund with the heavy shot. Big rebound out front, controlled by Aslan, but poked away from him as Holloway turns it back the other way. He'll send this one hard in deep. And big rebound off the end board, sent wide by Linus Lindstrom from the corner now. Holloway controlling. He'll play this one behind the net, around the boards. Controlled now by Lindgren as he'll throw it back behind the net for Eriksson. Jamie Eriksson along the end boards. Against Eriksson against Eriksson there as Färjestad take it back. They'll move it back the other way. Cross ice pass into the offensive zone along the left side. This one gets played in deep. Aslan from the corner will play this one into the corner as Johansson controls. Martin Johansson back to the line to Ellis. Ellis cross ice pass over to his defensive partner who plays this one purposely off the end boards. Collected there by Nielsen. Nielsen from the corner. Now we've got a penalty upcoming here, and it's going to go against Färjestad. Going to be an interference call upcoming here against Färjestad, and Skellefteå will get another man advantage with 4:38 remaining here in the second period. They'll look to restore that 3-goal lead. It's going to be an interference call right there. Head coach Johan Pennerborn looks a little shocked on the bench. Face-off coming to the right of Haugen. Last power play opportunity for Skellefteå lasted just 41 seconds as they took themselves off of it after Oscar Moller took a tripping call. Joakim Lindstrom now replacing Lindholm, who's waved out of the circle. This one finds its way all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the second frame. Back the other way now is Kadich into the offensive zone, top of the circle. Kadich will play this one over to the far side. Back to the line. Lindstrom now controlling. Lindstrom getting booed every time he touches the puck as this one finds its way back to the line. Back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom top of the circle. Can't find the shot. Lindstrom down to Moller. Moller over his stick as Färjestad collect back to the line. Kadich able to hold this one in as he'll sweep it down deep. Lindholm first to the puck. He'll probably sweep this over to Lindstrom. He does. Lindstrom controlling along the half boards. Now down low for Moller. Moller centering out front on the doorstep was Lindholm, but he's not able to find the back of the net as Haugen holds on for the stoppage with 1:09 remaining on the man advantage. As that top line of Lindholm, Lindstrom, and Moller has been held quiet here in Game 3. And they'll sit on the bench after starting that man advantage. 1:09 remaining on that man advantage. 3:47 remaining in the second frame. Face-off coming to the left of Haugen. Jimmy Eriksson can't win this one back. Sebastian Eriksson will rip this one around the boards all the way down into the Skellefteå zone. back the other way is Koska. Drop pass there for Soderlund. Soderlund over to Olofsson. Olofsson back to Soderlund. Soderlund, Olofsson. Olofsson to Holloway. Over to Koska. Back to Holloway with the one-time attempt. That one on target. Big rebound out front. Saved by Haugen as Soderlund denied his second of the game. Back to the line to Koska. Over to Holloway. But Holloway controlling as he'll throw this one cross ice to the top of the circle over the stick of Olofsson as he forces this one into the corner. Back to the half-board. Soderlund hustling to catch up to it. Good stick lift there. Frees up the puck as this one finds its way back to the line to Koska. Koska over to Holloway with the one-time attempt. Steered aside by the glove of Haugen. From the corner now, this one will be swept in along the inboards. And Skellefteå still with possession of the puck, looking to regain that 3-goal lead. Back to Koska at the line. Koska winds up, can't take the shot. And now we've got another penalty upcoming here to Färjestad as we've got 6 players on the ice. Koska with the shot, hits a body out front. Big rebound, back of the door, and they score. Bud Holloway finds the back of the net. Skellefteå take the 3-goal lead, and that will be on the first power play. And so Skellefteå will start with another man advantage. I believe Skellefteå will start with another man advantage. But Bud Holloway restores that 3-goal lead, and kind of felt that one coming as Skellefteå with some great pressure on the man advantage. And a great passing play here finished off. You'll see Koska with the initial, Koska with the initial attempt. And then that one, heads up play there by Hedda to send it to Holloway. No chance for Haugen to make the save on that one. .239 remaining here in the second frame as Skellefteå with the 4-1 lead. Not too sure what the delay on the restart here is. And Skellefteå will start with a full man advantage as that goal goes in. On the first one, they had a delayed call, and they were able to score before that delayed call, or before the original power play expired. And this one gets played back behind the Skellefteå net. Lindholm over along the right side, up to Joakim Lindstrom. Joakim Lindstrom, long shoot in into the far corner. Muller off the boards. There's Pudis. And now Lindholm over to Muller. Muller down low for Lindstrom. Lindstrom out front for Lindholm. Par Lindholm, great hand-eye coordination there as he'll play this one to Lindstrom in the corner. Joakim Lindstrom now controlling. Lindstrom still with possession of the puck. He'll play this one back to the line to Pudis. Pudis over to Katic. Katic from the half boards. Mark Katic playing this one down low for Muller. Muller back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom from the top of the circle. Winds up, lets the shot go. That one fired wide. Pudis hustling over, is able to hold this one in as he'll sweep it in deep. Lindholm lets it go around the boards, and Lindstrom able to collect along the half boards. Now from the circle, he'll play it back to the line to Pudis, or rather to Katic. And Katic with the shot, big rebound out front, is played to the corner now, controlled by Lindstrom. Joakim Lindstrom controlling. From the half boards, he'll play this one to Pudis. Pudis to Katic. Katic to Lindstrom with the one-time attempt. He breaks his stick again. Second time that's happened to him on the man advantage this period. Gets a fresh one off the bench and stays out. Katic controlling at the top of the zone. Plays this one over to Pudis. Pudis from below the circle. That one off Muller and wide. Oscar Muller recovers as he'll play this one back to the line to Katic. Katic over to Lindstrom with the one-time attempt. Once again up and over the net as Pudis controls at the line. He'll play this one down low for Muller. Muller to Lindstrom, or Lindholm rather, Muller now to Olofsson, fresh off the bench. Back to Katic at the top of the circle. Over to Pudis with the one-time attempt. That one rung off the crossbar and up and over the glass for a stoppage with 54 seconds remaining here in the second frame. That one either came off the crossbar or the mask of Haugen. And I think it comes off both. As Skellefteå not taking their foot off the gas, as they've got 54 seconds remaining in the second period and 15 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And now they're going to say Koska has to stay where he was. Now quick shot right off the face-off. Haugen steers that one aside. Morgan Ellis pinned against the boards there by Linus Lindstrom. Lefty take it back as this one finds its way back to the line to Berglund. Cross-ice pass over to Koska. Koska lets the shot go. That one blockered aside by Haugen. Played down low off the back of the net, now controlled by Ellis. Out front as this one will be lifted down the ice. We're back to 5-on-5 action with 30 seconds remaining in the second period. A crazy second period. We passed the 45-minute mark for this second period as it's been a long one. A lot of stoppages and of course that lengthy goal review for the one goal for Färjestad. 15 seconds remaining as the lefty control in their own zone. Along the right side, this one will be tipped in, hits the linesman there so it doesn't get in deep. Färjestad trying to work it back the other way for one last late rush. However, this will be an icing call going against Färjestad with 3. Oh, forgot to stop the clock there, so they'll probably put a couple more seconds on. And there it is. So 5 seconds remaining in the second period. Plenty of time for Skellefteå to get a shot away in the offensive zone after if they were able to win it back cleanly. There you see the Bud Holloway goal to restore that 3-goal lead. Just lifts that one up and over Haugen, who to his credit made a good effort to try and keep that one out. And now a clean win back to the line. Koska lets this one go. Deflects wide of the net to the corner. Buzzer will sound, and that'll do it for 40 minutes of play. As Skellefteå with the 4-1 lead are 20 minutes away from taking the 3-0 series lead. Now let's take a look at second period stats. Shots on goal 13-12 in favor of Färjestad, so a bit of a complete opposite of what happened in the first, as these teams had just 5 shots combined in that first period. Missed shots 7-6 in favor of Skellefteå, who hits 3-0 in favor of Färjestad. So the physicality has kind of dropped off in that second period. Faceoffs 14-9 in favor of Färjestad. 3 power play opportunities for Färjestad. 8 power play shots, but Skellefteå 100% penalty killing. They had 3 power plays of their own, 6 power play shots, and 1 power play goal. Let's take a look now at full game stats. Shots on goal 15 apiece. Missed shots 10-9 in favor of Skellefteå. Hits 14-6 in favor of Färjestad. Faceoffs 24-16 in favor of Skellefteå. Special teams have been very busy in this one. 5 power plays for Färjestad, 3 for Skellefteå. 8 power play shots for Färjestad, 6 for Skellefteå. Skellefteå with 1 power play goal and 100% penalty killing in this one so far. But Skellefteå 20 minutes away from a 3-0 series lead against Färjestad. Another thing to keep in mind, through the first 2 periods, that top line of Lindholm, Lindstrom, and Muller have been kept off the score sheet for the first time in this series. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they have any effect on this third period. As Pettersson working this one back out to center, he'll throw a cross ice to his defenseman who gains center. And now Alm will play this one up along the left side to Hedda. Plays it in deep. Haugen stops it up behind the net for Millard. Coming away with it now is Virtanen, who throws this cross ice, and now up to Axelsson. Axelsson into the offensive zone, trying to feather that one out front. Taken back, however, by Lindgren in front of his own net. And he'll work it back the other way, up along the left side. From center, this will be a delayed offside against Skellefteå, but Axelsson collects at center ice. And this one will get chopped into the Skellefteå bench with 48 seconds elapsed here in the third period. Face off in the neutral ice. Now coming away with it. Skellefteå will work it back the other way as this one gets played up to center. But Holloway battling there. And now that one hits Aslan up high, right in the face. And they're going to whistle this one dead. Aslan takes a puck up high. Looks to be all right, however, might have caught him in the visor. But that can be a bit of a scary play when you take a puck up high like that. We'll see if we can get a better look at it. Aslan, top of your screen. Just under the scoreboard. And there you see, hits him up high, right in the visor, it looked like, luckily. And he seems to be all right as he'll remain on the bench. Skellefteå able to win this one back into the neutral ice. Koska controlling. And this will be an icing call going against Skellefteå, as this faceoff will come all the way back inside their zone. 3-goal lead for Skellefteå at the moment. Johan Elm. 1921 played so far. Faceoff coming to the right of Ordio. Back to the line. That one finds its way wide of the target. And now into the corner. Lindstrom will play this one to Kadich. Check there from Iverson as this one is played to Holloway. Now Lindstrom back to Holloway. Holloway playing this one off the boards, and this will be another icing call going against the lefty. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Clean win, back to the line to Wickstrand. That shot finds its way wide of the target, all the way around. Vertanen hustling over, is able to sweep this one in deep. Axelson can't collect the puck as this one gets chopped back out to the blue line. Now Skellefteå work it back the other way as this one will be played into the Färjestad end. And this will be another icing call going against Skellefteå as they just... That's 3 icing calls here in the first couple of minutes for Skellefteå. Face-off once again coming to the right of Johnny Ordio. Back to the line, Vertanen. One-time attempt wide of the net, collected by Koska. Still play this one around the boards. Pinching down low now is Vertanen. Behind the net from the slot. That one finds its way over the stick and all the way back down the ice. Johansson controlling now. Playing this one over to Nielsen, takes it off his skate, retreats back into his own zone, now turns away from the check, playing this one up to Aslan. Almost giving it up, but Nielsen's able to come away with it. Intercepted by Petterstrom, however, as he'll play this back into the Färjestad end. Vertanen to Wickstrand. Wickstrand playing this one around the boards, intercepted by Olofsson. Long shot right on. And Haugen gloves that one out of the air and will hold on for the stoppage. With 2:36 elapsed here in the third period. As Färjestad, pretty decent start to this third period, given their situation, as they controlled the puck in the offensive zone for the majority of this period so far. However, that is due to the fact that Skellefteå took 3 quick icing calls. As this face-off comes to the right of Haugen, Lindholm facing off against Fogstrom. Now Lindholm able to collect in the corner. He'll play this one around the boards. Back to the line, hustling over is Jonathan Pudas. He's able to hold it in as this one gets swept deep. Taken back in the corner now by Skellefteå. He has his stick tied up, getting some help now from Lindstrom. Joakim Lindstrom pinned against the boards. And now this one played off the boards, back to the line. Pudas with the one-time shot wide of the net. And now Torngren collecting. Christopher Torngren stepping around his man. Losing the handle on the puck, gets back now. Playing this one to Rydal, who sends this one right to Ordio, who sweeps to the side with the paddle. Rhino in the corner now, still controlling as he'll work this one back to the line. Morgan Ellis, long shot purposely off the end boards, collected by Skellefteå behind their own net, as this one will be lifted down the ice into the offensive zone. One-on-one is Sebastian Olsson. Olsson with the shot right on, and Haugen with the save. As Olsson looking for his second of the game, still with possession of the puck. He'll play this one back to the line. Berglund to Wingerly with the shot, blocker saved by Haugen as that one finds its way to the corner, collected now by Johansson as this one is played to Iverson. Iverson now back the other way through the neutral ice. He'll flip this one in deep. Along the inboards, collected by Johansson. Johansson gets a shoulder-to-shoulder check there, remains on his feet. However, Berglund didn't. And now from the circle, Nygaard loses the handle on that one as Johansson playing it back to him. Nygaard with the shot. That hits a body up front. Johnny Ordio with a great reaction. Blocker save. How did that one stay out? My goodness, Ordio just able to get a piece of that one, and it fell just wide of the net as this puck finds its way deep into the Färjestad end. Haugen will play it around the boards all the way back to the blue line, and now back out to center ice as Färjestad back the other way. Eriksson into the offensive zone along the left side. Sharp angle attempt right on, steered aside by Ordio. And now Zetterlund back to the line. That one is poked out to neutral ice. And now Icing is waved off as Haugen will play this to the far corner to his defenseman, who will throw this one up to the blue line, intercepted now and neutralized by Koska. And now back the other way, but Holloway with the one-time, or with the heavy shot right on. Haugen with the save, and he'll cover up for a stoppage with 15:21 remaining here in the third frame. Let's get a look at this one. Watch this. This is going to deflect. And Johnny Oreo, I don't even think actually reacted to that one. Just got a bit lucky on that one as it hits the blocker and then drops just wide of the net. And you know what they say, you got to be good to be lucky, and you got to be lucky to be good. And Johnny Oreo has been both, mostly good, but that was a bit of luck there for Oreo, as that redirect just hit him right in the blocker before he even realized what had happened. And now back the other way, Rydal is tied up into the offensive zone. And now Olofsson controlling in his own end. Kudis has that one hard off his skate, gives it up to Torngren, who steps on the puck and falls over. Battling in the corner now, two Färjestad players. Torngren takes a check, that frees up the puck. Banged out of the air there by Kudis. Nielsen now along the half courts, playing this back to Torngren, back to Nielsen. However, it's worked back the other way by Skellefteå as they'll gain center. Now fired in deep from the corner. And now Torngren is going to get a penalty here. And Skellefteå will have a man advantage for the next couple of minutes. Didn't quite see what happened there, as Torngren immediately went to the box. Torngren comes steaming in there and trips up his man. Face-off coming to the left of Haugen as Skellefteå with the man advantage, their fourth of the evening. 6 shots on goal, 1 power play goal so far for Skellefteå. Now in the corner, this one will get slapped up to the half boards, but worked back down low now by Lindstrom. Lindholm slow to get up in the corner. Moller controlling, now to Lindstrom. Lindstrom takes a hard check from behind from Eriksson, and now we've got another penalty upcoming here from Färjestad, as Eriksson is going to get a cross-checking penalty. And he goes right after Lindstrom. Lindstrom, not a popular player among the Färjestad players or fans. And Skellefteå will get a lengthy 5-on-3 power play opportunity. And we'll see exactly why here. Lindstrom with the puck along the boards. Gets pinned into the corner there. Gets some help there from Moller. Moller returns it to him, and watch this cross-check right there. Eriksson gives him a hefty cross-check right to the numbers, and that's going to draw a penalty every single time. And Eriksson goes after Lindstrom after the whistle. And I realize Färjestad emotions and frustration boiling over here in the third period, but in this position, in the game and in the series, you can't be doing stuff like that regardless of how you feel about the player. As this gives Skellefteå a 5-on-3 opportunity. Captain Linus Johansson, or Alexander Johansson rather, still out there on the ice having a discussion with the referee. Coach Johan Penneborn not looking happy on the bench. There you see Lindholm. Oh my goodness, hard into the corner boards there. Didn't catch that on the first look. He was smiling on the last time we saw him though, so he looks to be all right, but my goodness, that was awkward. You get folded up there. We are set to go. 5-on-3 man advantage for the next minute 43. Clean face-off win here for Färjestad would be big. Skellefteå able to control, however, as this one gets played back to the line to Putis, and Skellefteå gets set up down low. Back to the line now. Lindstrom will change up with Putis. Putis over to Lindstrom over to Putis. Back to Lindstrom with the one-time shot. Whistles up high. Putis able to control at the line. Jonathan Putis over to Joakim Lindstrom. Back to Putis. Putis one-time pass down low. Back to Putis. Over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom still with possession of the puck. From the slot, plays this one down to Lindholm. Back to Lindstrom. Over to Putis. Putis winds up with the one-time attempt. Haugen with the save. Rebound on the doorstep, covered up there. As Millard and Lindholm have some words after the whistle. 1:06 remaining on the 5-on-3 man advantage. Jimmy Eriksson and Oscar Moeller right on the doorstep there, looking for a rebound. Lindstrom, Lindholm, Moeller, Eriksson, and Putis remain out. Another clean face-off win back to the line. Lindstrom controlling. 60 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Lindstrom back to the line to Putis. Putis down low for Eriksson, or rather for Moeller. Lindstrom with the shot that hits the body, and Färjestad able to clear the zone now. They'll get a change as Ordio stops this one up in his own zone. Skellefteå back the other way now. Putis through the neutral ice. He'll gain center, playing this one up along the right side to Lindstrom. Lindstrom drop pass back to Putis at the line. And top power play line for Skellefteå still out there. Long shift here. Lindstrom to Lindholm. Lindholm back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom top of the circle. He likes to take the wrist shot from that area down to Lindholm. Lindholm back to Lindstrom, or back to Putis. Over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom top of the circle. Down low for Moeller. Backdoor pass for Lindholm. It's in his skates as he'll play this one back to Putis. One-time shot steered aside by Haugen. Moeller able to control as he'll play this one back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom and Putis will switch up now as he'll play back to Moeller. Moeller back to Putis. Putis top of the circle. Lets the shot go. That one whistles wide. Lindstrom hustling over to collect. Lindstrom still with possession of the puck. Backdoor for Moeller. Just out of his possession. Gets it back in the corner now. And now right on the doorstep is Eriksson. He'll turn back. However, we're back to 5-on-4 action for the next 10 seconds. Now to Moeller in the corner. Oscar Moeller. Back to the line to Koska. Koska from the high slot. Now back to the line. That one's intercepted as Färjestad will work it back the other way. Fresh out of the box is Sebastian Eriksson into the offensive zone. Eriksson pulling it out front. Johnny Ordio with a great poke check denies him the opportunity. And now Koska working it back the other way into the offensive zone. One-on-one is Tim Soderlund pulling it to the back end. And Soderlund can't finish it off. He gets drilled hard into the end boards there as Soderlund with a nice little move, but couldn't get the shot away. And now Bud Holloway has that one forced back into his own zone as this one is flipped up. And now back out to the neutral ice, and now a possible 2-on-1 opportunity. Soderlund with Holloway. Tim Soderlund keeping, passing, good poke check there by Haugen as Nygaard works it back the other way into the offensive zone along the right side. Joakim Nygaard with a backhanded attempt, steered aside by Johnny Ordio. Nygaard now Rhino collects. Johan Rhino back to the high slot. That one-time attempt finds its way on target. Big rebound out front. Nygaard swings at it but couldn't make contact as Nygaard plays it into the corner now. Fabian Zetterlund along the inboards. Johan Rhino centering out front. Nygaard with a shot. That one is blocked. Now over to Ellis in the along the half boards. He'll play this one down low. Trying to force it to the side of the net there. Banging away at it. Can't get it past Ordio as the lefty work it back out to center ice. Morgan Ellis takes it back. He'll fire it to Iverson. Iverson from center will send this one in deep. Ordio from behind his net will play this one around the boards. He gets interfered with, and Ordio doesn't have a helmet. This is going to be a whistle. Petterstrom and Iverson going at it. Zetterlund and Berglund having some words. But Ordio got tied up, I believe, with Iverson there behind the net. Got taken down and lost his helmet. Get a look at the replay here. As Ordio down hard. Just didn't see Iverson coming around. It's a bit of a blindside collision there. Neither player really at fault. But obviously the captain, Petterstrom, not taking kindly to a collision with his star goaltender, who has been absolutely lights out in this series. Ordio continuing to discuss with the referee. top of the circle. Puck in front of the Skellefteå net. This will be an icing call. 10:47 remaining here in the third frame. Färjestad faithful still keeping hope alive here in the third period. As this one will be played off the boards up to the blue line, now chopped out to the neutral ice. Rasmus Asplund into the offensive zone, trying to play that one out front. No problem with the lights there. And now we've got another penalty upcoming here to Färjestad. And Färjestad just not doing themselves any favors here in the third period. Pettersson back the other way. Between his own legs, punches Pettersson behind the net. As this one played off a stick and into the over the glass. As Färjestad with their third penalty in the first half of this third period. And a timeout called here by head coach Johan Penneborn to try and rally the troops. It's going to be Rasmus Asplund, it looks like, heading to the box. Some defeated looking faces on the Färjestad bench at the moment. Remaining here in the third frame, 4-1 the score in favor of Skellefteå as they go to the man advantage. As special teams have been very busy here tonight, and it's kind of switched off as Skellefteå took a lot of penalties in the first period and the start of the second, and Färjestad has taken a lot of penalties here in the later half of the game. Set to go here for the power play. This one finds its way back to the line. Kadich controlling. He plays this one back to the half boards and now sent all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Ordio behind his own net will play this one over to the half boards. Up along the left side through the neutral ice. Into the offensive zone now. He'll dish this one over to the right side to Putis. Putis playing this one to Lindstrom. Lindstrom controlling as Skellefteå gets set up on the man advantage from the circle back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to the line to Putis. Putis back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom, a wrist shot right on. Big rebound out front, bouncing around in front of the crease. That one steered aside. And the puck finds its way to the end boards as Lindholm will collect in the corner. And now along the half boards, he'll play back to the line to Putis. Putis over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom to Kadich. Mark Kadich now at the top of the zone. To Lindstrom. Fakes the shot. Down low for Moeller. On the doorstep was Lindholm. And now Färjestad will work it back the other way, short-handed. As Johansson will fire this one right onto Ordio, who angles this one behind, or now plays it to the half boards as Skellefteå will work it back the other way. Kadich through the neutral ice. He's all alone into the offensive zone. As Skellefteå get a change going here. Kadich still with possession of the puck, waiting for some help as this one gets played into the corner. Corner. This one will be sent out to neutral ice, intercepted as Skellefteå backpedal back into their own zone. But Holloway back to Koska. Koska now behind his net. Färjestad doing a good job kind of clogging up the neutral ice here as Jimmy Eriksson forced back into his own zone. Cross ice pass. As Soderlund into the offensive zone. Back to 5-on-5 action as Färjestad successfully able to kill off that penalty. Tim Soderlund on the ice. Looked like he was slow to get up as this one finds its way back into the Skellefteå zone. Not enough for icing. Lindgren turning back along his own end boards. Blows a tire there. And now Pedestrom coming away with it. Play this one hard off the glass, out to neutral ice and back into the Färjestad zone. Morgan Ellis able to control this. He'll retreat behind his net, but dishes to Iverson in the corner. Bouncing puck now in the corner. Iverson trying to feed that one out. Axelsson able to come away with it, but intercepted, and Henrik Heddas able to hold this one in as he'll play it down. Iverson comes away with it. Stretch pass up the ice is intercepted. As Jonathan Hudis will play this one deep into the offensive zone. Iverson in his own corner. This one is played around the boards. Morgan Ellis controlling now. Ellis, stretch pass up the ice along the right side. And this will be an icing call going against Färjestad with 7:09 remaining here in the third period. Let's take a look now at some stats. Oh, my apologies, that was an icing, so we won't have the power break just yet. .09 remaining here in the third period. Space off back in the Färjestad zone. In the corner now. Oscar Moller coming away with it. Moller. Still with possession of the puck, top of the circle. Now high slot, taken back by Lindstrom. Plays it to Lindholm. Lindholm along the half boards. Gets some help from Lindstrom, who moves it to Moller. Moller back to Kadich. Cross-ice pass. Lindstrom hustling. Pokes this one down low, or rather Lindholm. Iverson along his own end boards. He gets taken down from behind. As this one finds its way back to the high slot to Moller. Over to Koska. Koska lets the shot go. That one hits a body out front before it finds its way to the goaltender. Taken back now by Asland. As he'll work this one back out to neutral ice. Won't turn back into his own zone, however. Dishes along the boards, picked up by Morgan Ellis. Now Virtanen behind his own net, switches up. Playing this one out to the neutral ice. Nygaard poked off the puck. As the lefty work it back the other way. Up to center. Olsen can't move it in deep. Färjestad back the other way. Nygaard into the offensive zone. The goal scorer for Färjestad. Taking off the puck, however, as this one finds its way into the corner boards. Horngren battling there. Able to poke it to Nygaard. Nygaard out front. Can't get a shot on target as Lindgren able to break up that opportunity, but Nygaard is able to play this one to Rhino. Leaves there for Nygaard along the half boards. Nygaard now playing this one down low for Torngren. Torngren centering out front for Virtanen just between his legs. As Malart will play this one around the boards all the way back to the blue line. Just able to hold that one in is Virtanen, but Eriksson now will force it out to center. As this one is dished over to Malart. Malart into the offensive zone along the left side. Behind the net now, Skellefteå will work it back the other way as this one gets lifted down the ice, and this, he'll beat out the icing here. As this one is played around the boards and all the way back to the line. Hudis will dish it back in deep all the way to the far corner. Coming away with it is Lindstrom. And now we've got a penalty upcoming here to Skellefteå as Lindstrom looks like he caught Morgan Ellis up high. Now Rasmus Asplund from the slot can't get a shot away. Gustav Rydell now back to the line to Wickstrand. Wickstrand, cross-ice pass over to Ellis. Back to Wickstrand. 6 players on the ice on the delayed penalty for Färjestad. Back to Wickstrand at the line. Over to Ellis. Morgan Ellis controlling. Back to Wickstrand. Wickstrand now to Asplund. Rasmus Asplund back to Ellis. Morgan Ellis over to Fabian Zetterlund. Over to Asplund. And now a centering pass out front finds its way to Wickstrand at the top of the circle. Now into the corner. Färjestad doing a good job to extend this power play as much as possible. Wickstrand controlling. He'll play this one to Ellis. Now to the top of the circle. Controlled now by Aslan. Back to Wickstrand. Wickstrand with the shot right on. Johnny Ordio with the save. And with 4:08 remaining, Färjestad will go to the man advantage. We'll have a quick power break before we get there, however, and take a look at some stats. Shots on goal through the first 55 minutes of this one. 24-19 in favor of Skellefteå. Missed shots 13-11. Hits 18-6 for Färjestad, as Färjestad has been heavily out-hitting Skellefteå all game long. Faceoffs 31-24 in favor of Färjestad. 5 power plays apiece, as special teams has been very busy. We've had a full period of penalties. Power play shots 10-8 in favor of Skellefteå. Able to capitalize on one of their man advantages and able to shut down Färjestad. So 20% power play for Skellefteå, 100% penalty killing at the moment. Let's take a look at the other game going on. Frölunda coming away with a 2-1 victory to take the 2-1 series lead. How fitting over the Malmö Redhawks. As that one, very tight series so far. Frölunda, of course, coming away with an incredible comeback victory back on Wednesday night that saw them score 3 in the last 8 minutes of the third period. Come away with the 5-4 win. Färjestad, 6 men on the ice, net empty, 4:08 to go. And I've talked about it many times before. A late game penalty with the net empty is kind of a good and bad situation, as you get a 6-on-4 opportunity, but you give the other team an opportunity to take shots at the empty net from anywhere on the ice without the repercussion of an icing. Top of the circle. Shot right on. Ordio with the save. Big rebound out front. Johnny Ordio with an incredible save as he goes left to right and denies him. However, this one doesn't clear the line as Virtanen will play it to the corner. Back to Virtanen at the line as Färjestad continue to control. Johan Rhino along the half boards. Back to Virtanen. Long shot right on. Ordio flashes the leather and holds on for the stoppage with 3:44 remaining in the third period, and Ordio continuing to frustrate Färjestad. This one, the best of the night. Look at this big juicy rebound out front, and Ordio coming across to make the save, just throwing his body across the ice. And my goodness, Johnny Ordio is just playing out of his mind right now. Face-off coming to his left. Rhino facing off against Petterström. Petterström will be waved out of the circle, replaced by Andreas Wingerli. And now Nielsen controlling, back to the line, over to Ellis, Morgan Ellis. Top of the circle, now down to the half boards, now down to the corner. Back to the line now to Virtanen. Virtanen back to Ellis. Ellis from the circle, down low. Now an opportunity off the side of the post as that one gets played to the line, but not out. Virtanen able to hold it. One-time attempt right on. That one steered aside. I think that one might have found iron, in fact. Now backdoor pass. Ellis controlling at the dot. Morgan Ellis back to the line. One-time attempt from Virtanen, and I don't even know how Ordio was able to track that down. He was, and he holds on with the glove with 3:10 remaining here in the third period. 61 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And there you see that one off the right pad of Ordio and then off the skate of Johan Alm out front. Net remains empty for Färjestad as they have done a good job in the first half of this man advantage to keep possession in the offensive zone. Skellefteå has not been able to clear the line just yet. Pontus Petterström lining up against Rasmus Asplund. And now that one will be swept to the boards. Wingerli with a shot at the empty net wide. Dick Axelsson controlling now. Playing this one up along the right side through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Over to Asplund. Asplund with the shot. Ordio with a nice glove save as this one finds its way to the corner. Axelsson controlling now along the half boards as Färjestad gets set up. Back to Wickstrand. Returns it to Axelsson. Axelsson back to Wickstrand at the line. Wickstrand winds up. Plays it to Zetterlund over at the far circle. Back to Wickstrand. Wickstrand over to Axelsson. Can't find the shooting lane. He'll dish it down low to Asplund. Asplund out front deflects back to him. Now Axelsson. Bottom of the circle. Tipped right on. Ordio with the save. Big rebound out front collected by Zetterlund. A shot right on, and Ordio with another save as he holds on for the stoppage as Dick Axelsson with the one-time attempt. And you know what? You might as well have a brick wall in net for Skellefteå right now as Johnny Ordio just not giving up anything. And this is the kind of goaltending play that just frustrates a team to no end. And you can see Axelsson look to the heavens after that one. There's another nice save, a glove save from Ortio. And that's the thing, just as it was back on Wednesday, Färjestad had some decent scoring chances. They've had some good scoring chances in this one, but Ortio is just plain incredible. Now Färjestad is going to take a penalty here. Oh, and a heavy left hand from Per Asland. Right to the face of, I believe that was Johan Alm. So with 2:27 remaining, we'll get some 4-on-4 action. Lars Haugen forced back between his pipes with 2:27 left to play. And Rhino able to collect off the face-off. No work it back the other way. Rhino has that one poked away from him. Holloway battling along the end boards. Net empty now. 5-on-4 opportunity here for Färjestad. Nygaard with a nice little move. That one poked wide of the net. And now coming away with it is Putis. And now Holloway. But Holloway will play this one in deep. And now we've got another penalty upcoming here to Färjestad. It's going to be a slashing call, and that's going to do it. This will be a man advantage for Skellefteå with 1:54 remaining in the third period. Johan Rhino with a hefty chop there to Bud Holloway. Lars Haugen back between the pipes. And with less than 2 minutes to play, Bud Holloway looking like he's favoring that left leg after taking a hefty chop. 1:27 on a man advantage here for Skellefteå. Face-off coming to the left of Haugen. Färjestad able to come away with it as Haugen will play this one all the way down the ice. Oriel leaves there for Olofsson. Jesper Olofsson back the other way. Now 5-on-3 opportunity here for Skellefteå for the next 1:10. Thought it was just a regular 5-on-4, but Koska not able to hold the line as this one comes back out to neutral ice. Into the offensive zone now. This one will be ripped all the way around. And back out to neutral ice. Larry Millard, long shot wide of the net. Bud Holloway collecting in his own zone as he'll play to Koska. Up to Bud Holloway. All the way through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. He'll stop up. Now plays it over to Koska as they get set up in the zone. Koska with the heavy shot wide of the net. Olofsson collecting with just 50 seconds remaining in this one. As Skellefteå are going to come away with a 3-0 series lead and finish off the sweep Sunday afternoon in Skellefteå. Olofsson controlling now, top of the circle. Back to the line to Koska. Koska lets the shot go. Haugen with the save, steers that one aside. Vertanen in his own corner will play this one over. Skellefteå getting a change going here. Back to 5-on-4 action. As Iverson will play this one into the Skellefteå zone. Wingerly along the end boards. Andreas Wingerly back the other way. Nice little move off the boards to himself into the offensive zone. He'll stop up, blows a tire, loses the handle on the puck. As Iverson battling in the corner here against Lindstrom. That'll do it though. 4-1 the final score as Skellefteå come away with a 3-0 series lead. Take a look now at third period stats. Färjestad shots on goal 12, Skellefteå 9, missed shots 3 apiece. Hits 4-0 in favor of Färjestad. Faceoffs 11-9 in favor of Färjestad. 3 power play opportunities for Skellefteå, and there you see Färjestad just kind of shooting themselves in the foot in that third period, taking 3 penalties, 1 power play for Färjestad. 7 power play shots on that 1 power play, which was the 6-on-4 empty net one, and That is a testament to the play of Johnny Ordio between the pipes. 7 power play shots, that's incredible. 4 power play shots for Skellefteå. 100% penalty killing for both teams in that third frame. Taking a look now at full game stats. 27 shots on net for Färjestad, more than half of them coming on the power play. 24 shots on net for Skellefteå. Missed shots 13 to 12 in favor of Skellefteå. Hits 18 to 6 as Färjestad heavily out hitting Skellefteå. Face-offs 35-25 in favor of Färjestad. 6 power plays apiece as both teams are very busy on special teams this evening. 15 power play shots for Färjestad, 10 for Skellefteå. Skellefteå with 1 power play goal and shutting down Färjestad, so 100% penalty killing.